Hey, I'm still waiting on an update from the trainers on Pew about his MRI. And as soon as I hear about that, I'll let you guys know exactly what's going on. As I mentioned yesterday, and I still feel the same way, there's no more victories in this game. We went to Kansas City to win a football game, and we came up short. Now, there's a lot of things that we can build off of to get better. It's very encouraging, some of the things that you saw on both sides of the ball as well as in special teams, and that's what we're going to continue to try to do. And with that, I'll take your questions.
The fact that you did have, you hung with them in a few categories, one more first down, time possession, what does it mean?
It means that we're moving in the right direction. It means that we're evolving on the offensive side of the ball, that we came into this game talking about trying to steal some possessions and trying to keep those guys off the field, and we did that sustaining drives. 14-play drive starting the third quarter with a 13-play drive and both ending in touchdowns. Where we came up short was the inconsistency after that, not being able to get back into the end zone.
How do you try to solidify this line given the injuries and the point in the season that you're at?
You know, it's tough because once you look at it right now, I mean, who are you going to get? And I think we got to just be a little bit more creative on the offensive side of the ball and how we protect and giving Josh an opportunity to go through his progression, whether that's 6, 7-man protection, leaving guys in.
What are the keys to finally getting David Johnson the kind of numbers that you expect to see from him in the game?
I thought it was a great game plan by the offensive coaches. I thought Byron did a tremendous job in really, calling the game, getting into a flow and a rhythm of the game. As we all have seen, and you guys have been here before myself, what David is capable of doing. And we saw that he had some hard runs inside the tackle, did some good things getting outside, as well as in the pass game. So I thought Byron did a tremendous job in just really trying to get him the ball.
Is it hard to see kind of the dichotomy between? It seemed like the run blocking was pretty good yesterday, given what David was able to do. Obviously, the pass blocking isn't quite where you want it. Are you surprised at all that there's that much of a difference, or there seems to be that much of a difference?
Well, I'm not really surprised, no. I think we have to be more consistent. I'm not going to say I'm surprised at all. I mean, that was a good defense, and particularly late in the game, based off the climate of the game right here, they knew we're in a 2-minute mode, so they were coming after the quarterback. We just got to do a better job winning our one-on-ones. We got to do a much better job leaving guys in and really trying to go 6, 7-man protection to help Josh.
Do you think there were particular things breaking down in those cases when they got through to Josh?
I wouldn't say it was a mere fact of breaking down. Guys just got to win the one-on-one matchups.
You mentioned the idea of trying to steal possessions. The onside, did that idea come during the week, and is it something that you guys wanted to try to do to maybe keep them off the field and give your offense another?
Yeah, we had a few things within the kicking game that we had talked about all week, some things that we had been really working on for the last couple of weeks. And the first one, we saw the opportunity. We thought it was there. I thought Phil did an excellent job with his kick. Of course, we just didn't finish and come up with it. But, the defense turned around and did a tremendous job holding those guys to 3 points.
For the game, David said that it felt a lot like 2016 to him. Are you okay that he feels like it's like the old days?
As long as David's getting yardage and he's getting in the end zone, I don't care what it feels like.
On the other side, you were able to get to Mahomes more than anybody else has this year. Was that mostly the line's work in terms of getting there, or was the secondary also a big part of that?
I thought we did a great job, and we talked about it all week, just really trying to contain this guy. He's really deadly once he gets outside the pocket, sustaining, plays and whatnot. And I thought the D-line did a tremendous job trying to stay in their rush lanes. Coverage-wise, I thought those guys at times when we were able to get to him, he was holding the ball. So we did a good job complementing one another. And then there were times that we just pressured him. So it was great to be able to get to him 5 times. I just wish we could have came up with some takeaways.
You probably wish you could take the first 3 plays away. I mean, was that just a bunch of confusion out there?
It may have looked like confusion, but to me it was guys just not executing and doing their job. The first play was man-to-man. Patrick, I think he mentioned to you guys, he saw something, which he did, based off his film study. They ran a certain route, but they're going to convert based off the leverage position, and that's what he didn't do. He didn't finish the play, and Tyreek Hill turned it up, and that's how they really make big plays, as we talked about. They buy time, and Patrick just needs to finish that play.
With Josh getting hit as much as he did, do you handle that any differently with a rookie quarterback, having extra conversations with him just to make sure it doesn't get to him?
Byron does a great job of, again, communicating with him, and he understands that's the nature of the position, but we don't want this to become habit, so we got to do a great job, again, just finding different ways, because personnel is not going to change, so we got to find different ways within the system, within the scheme, to try to help him out.
Seemed like Ricky Seals-Jones in college and last year had a few drops. He's got some good measurables. Can you tell that he's worked on his hands and trying to make sure that when he does get open, he's getting that ball?
I've seen a lot of progress with Ricky all year long, going really back to training camp and preseason. So I think he's doing a great job in the past games, as you mentioned. But also I think he's doing a much better job in the run blocking as well. That to me is where he's standing out a little bit more.
Steve, tonight's game and your game next week can have pretty large implications on the top of the draft. Do you pay attention, even though it's early, on how these games could play out later?
You know what? My mind is not really like on draft picks right now. I'm trying to do everything I can to win football games, and I'm not looking to say, okay, we're going to be in the top 5. That to me is a loser's mentality. So we're going to continue to work hard, and at the end of the season, whatever happens, we'll take that order.
In a rare situation this year, playing a game you're expected to win, does that change the dynamics inside the locker room?
You know what? Just like last week, you guys, brought to my attention we were 17 and whatever underdog. I don't pay attention to that. Neither would I pay attention to us being favorites. You can throw the record out the window. And those 2 NFL teams, guys fighting hard, very competitive out there. So the team that's going to win the game is going to be the team that plays the best that day.
You had a couple guys that went in a little banged up. Anyone worse for the wear, or is everybody okay?
I'm still waiting on the outcome with Buddha as well as Pugh right now from an MRI standpoint. Hopefully I'll find out something later on today.
Since this team went so long, just having the one game in there, but making big changes and then having this tough loss, do you think that weighs on guys any differently?
No, not really. Just, meeting with the guys, having a team meeting, I think those guys are definitely disappointed. But I think they also understand the opportunities that we had yesterday. When you look at that interception, and Josh just got to get a little bit more air on the ball. We're down right now 6 points, and there's an opportunity to be able to go up by 1. And I think those guys sensed and felt that we had an opportunity to be in this game in the end, and we're going to continue to try to build off that.
How much did that play change momentum or the swing of the game?
It changed a lot because the one thing, just like off the onside kick, we're able to hold those guys to 3 points. Here we gave up the touchdown. And regardless of the situation I just told the defense, we got to find a way to hold these guys to 3 points.
Are there a couple of specific areas you'd like to see in Josh and him, his improvement over the next couple of months, the last remaining games? Anything in particular are you stressing with him?
Well, again, just the consistency with his accuracy, finding an open receiver, making an easy throw on a consistent basis. And then, again, just protecting the football is critical. In this league right here, it's hard to win games when you turn the ball over.
Thank you.